Hey guys, today I'm here to react to the trailer for Love at First Sight, which might not sound familiar at first hand, but it is actually based on the fantastic book, The Statistical Probability of Love at First Sight by Jennifer E. Smith. I remember reading this when it first came out. What year did it first come out? That's a good question. 2011, yeah, so I definitely remember having like a hardcover copy of this from the library and reading it, and it was so cute. Jennifer E. Smith is like, in my opinion, just like such a fun writer to just like, you can pick up her books, they're so cozy and romantic, read them in like a day, you know, it's not anything that's gonna like stress you out, it's just a nice relaxation. And I have read so many of her books, they're all so cute, and all the covers like matched when I read them. Like, it was just really adorable. I love when like it's like authors write like different books or whatever, like they're not in the same series but the covers are still the same, so you can easily identify them as like that being them. So I did know that this was in the works. I feel like I remember hearing about it and that it was going to be on Netflix, but much like Netflix does, they just release these things. They don't really like say anything. I still feel so bad for Along for the Ride. I feel like that got such the short end of the stick. Like, if Netflix had really like promoted that and like actually marketed it, I feel like in a way of like, oh, like if you really liked like To All the Boys I Loved Before or like other like YA adaptions like that. Instead, I feel like they just threw it on and were like, if you see it, you see it. So the fun thing about this, aside from it being based on a great book, is that it stars Haley Lou Richardson, who I love. I think she's most well known for being Portia from the newest season of White Lotus, the girl who, you know, always looked like she put together an outfit with a random color generator while blindfolded. But she was also in a movie where she played Cole Sprouse's love interest, so you know she's gotta have some good acting chops to be able to pretend that she's in love with Mr. I smoke cigarettes inside and use big words to make my sentences sound smarter, and I really love her. I also remember there was like a thing when White Lotus came out and she was on a morning talk show and everyone was upset because like when they do that thing of like, oh, coming up, and like pan over to them, she like twerked and the hosts were like, no, no, don't do that. And I think it's freaking hysterical. Like, you put me in that situation, I'm doing the exact same thing. I'm excited for her. I think she's really funny. She's got like, I know she looks like her, but I also feel like she has a lot of that like Zoe Deutsch charm where it's just like, she's just so charismatic. Like, I just love her. I don't know anything about the guy. I feel like it's literally that moment where like you explain like everything about how great a girl is, and then you're like, and he's a guy. You know, like there's nothing I can really say about him. I don't know who he is.
One is a stunningly beautiful woman with dark hair and a fierceness that's both scary and inspiring. The other is a guy.
So yeah, after I've done all that talking, let's actually check out the trailer and see what it'll be like. It has been quite some time, obviously, since I've read the book, so bear with me on that if I don't remember the plot exactly. I remember like the bare bones of it, but I feel like I don't actually remember like a lot of it because it's been over 10 years, okay? So cut me some slack, please. Or don't. You know what? It's fine. I need to work on my conflict resolution, so. Oh, she's so cute. Look at her hair. I do hope they age them up because that man has wrinkles. They're so cute. I love her, Bob. Oh, she's in this too. Oh, she's the narrator, duh. Hadley Sullivan and Oliver Jones. Tell me that is not the most like YA names you have ever heard. I love it. I absolutely love it. Oh, his pajamas are so cute. Oh. And he's got like a little eye mask. That's so cute. This is really nice, you know, for a flight. When I took a flight to London, all I got was airsick and threw up in a muffin bucket. Oh no. Listen, it is so hard to meet good guys the way I would be like, fudge, if my if my phone broke like that. But then I'd also probably be like, it wasn't meant to be. Oh. Okay, so that right there is a worrying sight, because from the studio that brought you To All the Boys I Loved Before, you're like, yay! And then you see Purple Hearts and you're like, yikes. I do think, like, just from the vibes of this so far and also the book in general, it's gonna lean more towards to the All the Boys I've Loved Before vibes and not the Purple Hearts, so that's great. Purple Hearts is like my enemy. I feel like you need to know that if you're gonna stick around, okay? I'm not a Purple Hearts fan. Aw. I like the narration. It's actually kind of cool that like a character is narrating it. Why is he dressed like William Shakespeare, like he's putting on a play? I really like him. I don't know what he's from, but he's a cool actor too. I don't know what I've seen him in. I feel like there's gonna be a lot of cool like shots of them in like different locations or like just missing out on people. I have no idea what he said. What did he say? It just sounded like blah 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 in a British accent. Statistics at Yale. Okay, that I had no idea honestly. I was like, I'm studying statistics at Yale. I was like, you're studying what? I feel like I didn't mention this earlier, but I am a little sad that they changed the title. Like, I get that, like, the meaning of it is still there, right? Of, like, love at first sight, but the statistical probability of love at first sight just, it rings. I can see why they probably got rid of it because it's very long, but, like, it would be, like, changing to all the boys I've loved before to just, like, the boys I've loved before. Like, yeah, the idea is there, but, like, the real story about like, you know, the statistical aspect of it, and like he studies statistics and stuff like that of like what are the odds and like trying to beat those odds too and stuff like that. I feel like I'm a little disappointed, you know, that they got rid of that, but I really have no say in that. So I'm sadly gonna have to move on and not hold a grudge like I like to. But I think it looks really, really cute. I want to see more of them with like their chemistry because it looked a little awkward at first. Like I feel like I don't know him as an actor, so I don't know how well he is, if that makes sense. But I also feel like once they got on the plane, like it just looked so cute with him in like his pajamas and them being like, oh, let's go on a movie and a dinner for our first date, having like the in-flight movie and the meal. I thought was really cute. And like I said, I think there's a lot of cool opportunity for like really cool shots around London and around like the airport of them like just missing each other or like being in opposite places and doing similar things. Like I think that's a really cute, I always think that's a cool cinematography when you can do shots like that. And I think the idea of, you know, trying to find this misconnection or this connection that you did have, and rather than just letting it be like something that could happen and then like you just lost out on it and it's whatever, like actually going out and trying to track it down and put yourself out there, I think is really cool. And like I said, I'm just so excited that Haley's in it because I feel like she's so cute, and I'm just really, really excited to see her like headline something. I kind of feel like if she gets a third one, she will be in the reign of the Shailene Woodley champ, where it's like if you're in 3 YA adaptations, you get a crown in my book, you know? So she's at 2 so far, I think. Unless, was she not? Actually, she might have been in the third one. No, I can't tell. I feel like there's a couple that might be, but nothing definitely like stand out like 5 feet apart and love at first sight. So I'm just so excited. I think it looks really cute and I hope it does well, you know? Like I said, it really kind of broke my heart when Along for the Ride was just plopped down and like no one really followed it, because it's like that's a good story, you know? And it was like you see, not to bring up my nemesis, but you see Purple Heart come out and do fantastic, and then you're like, this is terrible. Like, this is not a romance. This is awful. This is red flag central. So I really hope like a sweeter story can come. And it's always just nice to, I feel like there's something nostalgic when it's a book that was so special to me at a younger portion in my life. Now, like, all this time later, seeing it still around and be able to connect with new people, but also like connect with the people who did read it when it first came out and kind of have that special connection that I feel like it's gonna bring. And I'm just really excited. I hope it does well, and I hope people really like it, and I hope it's good. I think it's gonna be really cute and really fun, and yeah, it's gonna be one of those like fun ones you just put on, and it's gonna be a fun Friday night with your friends. So I'm excited to see it. And yeah, if you have seen the trailer for it or have read the book, please let me know what you thought about it down in the comments, what you're most looking forward to and anticipating, and if you remember the book at all from way back when, way back in 2011, which I tell myself was only 5 years ago, but was actually 12. So that should tell you everything you need to know. But yeah, thank you guys all so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!